Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a short dance because I'm excited to have you here to learn about the law and law related matters. Today's topic is juicy and exciting for business-minded individuals. So you're thinking about starting a business, right? You want to know what options you have. Guess what? We have a new law in Nigeria, the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, and it introduces two new entities that you can use as a vehicle for your business. It's the limited liability partnership and the limited partnership. Today's video is going to be focused on limited partnership. Section 745 of the CAMA 2020 provides for limited partnerships. What is a limited partnership? So it's basically a partnership where there is a general partner and a limited liability partner, and the general partner basically is involved in the running and day-to-day activities and management of the business, while there is a limited partner who has limited liability. The general partner has unlimited liability for the debts of the business and other liabilities that may come up. But this limited partner, basically probably an investor that wants to put money in your business, and you grant shares to this person. This person doesn't have anything to do with the day-to-day runnings, but you get to invest capital in your business. And so, the benefit of limited partnership is that it encourages investments. You can, based on your partnership agreement, you can get unlimited capital. There are tax benefits, and there's also the fact that the limited liability applies to that partner that is not involved into day-to-day running. It can be an attraction for investors. So let's get into what the provisions of the Company and Allied Matters Act have to say about this legal entity. CAMA 2020 in section 795 basically provides that 2 people and up to 20 people can form a limited partnership. Now there has to be a general partner and there has to be a limited, so there has to be at least one general partner and at least one limited partner. And the general partner is going to be liable for all debts of the business, while the limited partner has limited liability. Now, CAMA does not expect that as a limited partner you always have to contribute to the partnership for you to be brought on as the partner. So you can form part of the company without showing that you contributed anything. Also, the partners need not only invest cash, as long as you can show that there's either cash or there's property or there's skill that you're bringing on board that can be valued, then that is good enough for you to be joined as a partner in a limited partnership. We're a limited partner who doesn't have to contribute cash or property as long as the parties agree. And when the person does that, where there are debts to be paid or there's liability to be covered, that person will be liable for the amount that was initially put into the business. It's also important to know that an individual or corporate body can form or become part of a limited partnership. I should mention that there is usually a partnership agreement that governs the partnership, but also where this isn't in place, the CAMA does have in Schedule 15 some regulations that will govern your partnership. Note that Part C of the Company and Allied Matters Act applies to Part D, that is the limited partnership, except for the things that the law expressly says don't apply. Part C, that is limited liability partnership provisions, also apply to limited partnerships. Also note that the Partnership Law of 1890 regulates the limited partnership. What are the documents that you need to register this business with CAC? Remember, it's a new entity under Nigerian law, and so new forms are going to be created by the Corporate Affairs Commission. But aside the form you're going to fill, there are things you need to provide. So there's going to be a statement that provides for the name of the limited partnership, the nature of the business of the limited partnership, the place of business of this partnership. There's also going to be a statement of the partners in the business and their addresses. There's also going to be a statement that says this is a limited partnership and any amount that has been contributed or that is going to be contributed to the business. All of this is going to be in a statement and submitted to CAC alongside with the form. There's also going to be the terms of the partnership that regulates the partnership. Now, once all these documents are put together, then CAC is going to go ahead and register your limited partnership and issue you an incorporation document, and you're good to go. The incorporation document is going to have the name, the date it was registered, and it's going to say that this is a limited partnership. And of course, the short form LP has to be in front of your name every time that you want to write the name of your limited partnership. So the other things to consider is that now that your business is registered, how do you operate? It expertly says that a limited partner should not take part in the management and running of the business. It's explicitly stated. However, in the situation where that limited partner decides that he wants to come and become part of the management, then if there's a situation where there is debt or liability incurred, that person has inadvertently opened himself up to be liable to those debts that arise. Okay, so limited partners are not expected to be part of the management and daily running of the business. The idea usually is this person is an investor in the business, generally speaking, or someone that has to contribute something but not management. Also, a partner can be introduced into the partnership without your consent. So think about that when you're registering this limited partnership, okay? Meaning that a limited partner can transfer shares to another person without the consent of the other partners. So you don't need a consensus, you don't need a meeting for you to transfer your shares as a limited partner to another person. Once you assign it, that person gets the rights that come along with assigning the shares, and that person becomes a part of the partnership. So you should know this. Although of course that person now has to come in and get all the documentations filed, but you don't have a say in who becomes partner. What the limited partner is going to be wound up, that is dissolved or is going to be terminated, it is the general partners that have the power to do this. Usually, well, unless the court says otherwise. The statements and your incorporation documents are open to the public, so anybody can go to CAC and request for a certified true copy of this document, and they would be entitled to have it. So there you have it, limited partnerships in Nigeria. The business community has been clamoring for this because it helps them achieve certain goals. It's a new vehicle that you can use, so think about what your objectives are, what your aims are, and consider whether this is the path that you want to take to achieving that business success that you have.